Know who's going forward and who isn't as we get into the second map. Now this is the pick of NaVi at the picking up overpass. They're looking incredibly strong. Fnatic on the back foot, and we'll see the first kill come in now. Any second is simple. Swallow that grenade. He'll fall back at 18 HP as we get into this first round now. Simple still has the P250 and armor going to be boosted up by the looks of things as he'll hold towards the long doors for now. Golden spots players towards middle. Huge pistol, this one, still with the Molotov, and 3 flat.
Molotov could be towards ramp to make it awkward for the CT. Let's see what Perfecto's got in store for us. Woof, BOOMbl4. It sounded like a dink. It doesn't look like one, though. Must have been through the wall. Crims, however, does make good on his teammate's promise. Now the bullet lodged within BOOMbl4. Flusher, good chance to find another one here. There's 3 players dueling him. Crims is the one to punish, and JW is not interested in that funny business. Punishes his teammate, and it could really have some repercussions.
It really could. Has Simple remained on those long doors this entire time as well? He'll be coming out the long area. This is the very key frag, and Brolan will actually pull this one off. That's a good shot from Simple, the PD50 at range, and he pulls it off. JW,
yesterday it was dangerous when Poison had the scout. This time round, Fnatic have a couple of their own. One is already going to be taken out of the picture before we even get to see a duel go on down, and now JW, he has to step on up to the plate here.
He's looking to get his kill total back to 0 at this point in time. Already a team kill, and he'll stay in the negatives and feeling probably a little negative.
Yeah, perhaps. It looks like this round might be done. That's the heavy hitters removed at this point. The scouts have been taken out of the equation. Nice shot with a deagle to land some damage towards Perfecto, but that's about it. They might as well hold on to their pistols at this point. NaVi will find the 2-0. That's locked in with the bomb plant coming through, and JW remains on -1 and 2. Golden.
And if we take a look at Big versus Fours, that one has just kicked off on Inferno, which is Fours' map pick, and it started 3-0 for the Russian side.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Likely Fnatic to win the round, but it's a very predictable play. We all know it. We've all seen it. Can they actually stop it?
It doesn't come down to the normal working out where your opponent's going. It's much more working out how to beat your opponent when you know already their site of focus. They are boosted over.
They're waiting out these smokes before taking the site?
Yeah, they want to make sure there's no boost there, I suppose. They've already crossed over. They want to make sure there's no funny business going on the other side. If the smokes go down, the boost is nullified, I suppose. 3 players beneath them. Are they all ready to jump up? Oh, it's a nice little boost as well. This is actually going to work out. It looks things for Fnatic.
18 seconds, it worked wonderfully. Just waiting, biding their time on the boost. Perfecto loses his head. Simple does make sure Flusher dead. Bow, bomb down, Flamey will defend, and oh, Golden if he gets this frag. He doesn't. Flamey's done enough, I think. A double kill from Flamey puts it all onto Crims. He can't touch him. It will be another round for NaVi. Which is exactly demonstrated perfectly by the flycam. Thank you so very much, Observer Rushley. Happy birthday. Big day.
It's split coming through. The Gatling gun of the M4A4 fired off through the smoke. We're going to see Crims trying to deny access towards B. There's damage inflicted, and the first couple of kills found. Brolan fending them off here to the best of his ability, but Perfecto will answer back. The young guns locking horns here, as we will see Simple. It's a very common position here, but can he make it work? Krieg has been working out so well for him recently as Crims looks forward, and it's going to be the first kill for Simple. Down to 28 HP. JW of the AWP, though. And the Electronics coming in for the backstab. Call it done. Call it absolutely over. There's no chance they can survive this one. Perfect backstab with 14 HP. So Fnatic can do the exact same thing to set themselves up for a pounce play. Thing is, can they fend off the likes of Simple? This time not finding an instant headshot. 154 ADR, 7-0. Exactly the performance we saw yesterday against Complexity, right?
Yeah,
he was at like, what, 11-0 to kick things off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then after this round, he cooled. He was on ice for about 12, where he didn't find any frags, and it was just the Electronic show. Yeah,
Electronic has got a bit of an affinity for Dust 2, that's for sure, as we'll see him actually wreck house and close things out. That's actually wild. That's his real entrance to the game so far. Hasn't done so much. Smoke down towards short. They haven't gone long this time. Crims is happy and comfortable. Strong nade towards Electronic. Shuts down his efforts, going for a boost of their own here. And saw it. It's actually worked out very nicely indeed. What a boost that is.
Yeah. We were lucky enough with some fantastic observing right there to see what it feels like. What Flusher felt is exactly what we saw.
Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just some tracer fire that you quickly try and adjust to. But the site now will be NaVi's.
They push the flames.
And they are going to be coming behind them with a bit of an additional pace. Golden He's in a position to stop this plant should he swing. Not going to be happening.
So they haven't got any long control right now. NaVi, that is. So they can't... Oh, now they're going to transition. So now it's open. This is a long plant. Alex is like the full-on long plant. Not a platform plant, long plants. They need to get his kill back, and they know it. And there's going to be another player here as well. That's Brolan. He should be able to get this next frag.
Oh!
He gets it, so the round should be theirs now. I don't see a world where Flamey can win this. Nice idea from NaVi to get towards long, but a good adjustment for Fnatic. Shutting down that prospect, making sure the long plant couldn't be defended.
It's not surprising they weren't expecting more than one towards long, especially that late within the
Different
round.
look, product to be tested. Will throw out his own smoke to be safe from the incendiary. Works out wonderfully. Brolan surviving. Golden gets the first. Now with their attention drawn, Simple was waiting though, and BOOMbl4 will arrive in middle, commits to his deep spray, and a round that Fnatic are going to hope to forget. It's already over.
4 through the tunnels, which took all the aggro there. You can see them struggling to fend them off, and at that point, the backstab from BOOMbl4 comes in. He's already thread the needle through the double doors and manages to get the kill towards Car. Very good B split, and at this point, now Simple can lead the way. He's shown presence towards middle. They know there's at least one in towards B. Killed in the CT spawn, and now here comes a real important shot. It doesn't connect. JW now gives him access towards the A side, trying to reposition. Makes his way up towards the side itself. The HE will deny the plant for now with 9 seconds remaining. Looks like it's all said and done. Simple still alive and kicking, but the jump shot comes through and Brolan together now. Forward. Smokes down towards middle. First kill. Lovely work by Perfecto. You saw Crims trying to react. Doesn't work out. Now Golden with the secondary sniper. He said they needed that turret towards B. See whether this works out. JW gifted a freebie. Electronic just walks up and gives it to him. There is a player down in CT spawn, however. That's surely BOOMbl4. Another kill for JW. Not sure what they're up to
drop
here.
CT.
There's a player down in CT at least.
That's something. Will be difficult to retrieve for BOOMbl4, and he's had a quiet start to Dust 2. Oh, and just as he moves out of his hidey hole, JW's got a triple. 3. And now potentially will be finished off by Flamey. Yeah, that's it. Flusher falls.
Flash.
Let me get that right.
Looking to get themselves up onto the A side to swarm it. Hopefully JW misses a shot here. It's the only way they're going to get the bomb down. Flash is relatively effective, but there's the missed shot. They'll now gallop their way up and towards the side. Oh, they can actually get him here. Oh, maybe not. Good backup.
Yeah, the support has arrived. Nade looks good too, promising as it lands right on Perfecto. And Brolan's molly does it as well. Only 3 rifle frags. So we've seen NaVi do this before. They'll throw the one smoke in order to try and pull any CT utility out, and then they can throw them again should they want to commit towards A. Simple's desperately trying to bait a fight in middle. They haven't got the blood they were hoping to draw before they committed.
So one player in towards upper B suggests this will be the approach. A lovely work from Fnatic though. What a pounce that is. Great flashbang, but Electronic, that's just raw skill there. Manages to pull one back. The flashbang's very decent towards a player in middle as well. It's going to be difficult for Crims to hold this one off, but he has got the guys at the smoke to help him out here. Knows there's a chance a player could be tucked in towards Cubby as they rotate over towards B. Remember, Golden's there with the AWP. Good position for it. Should be able to get at least one here, but now they know exactly where he is. Is there a Molotov on his way? But he'll get one. And Electronic still waiting in the doldrums here. Fantastic work for NaVi, but still 8 seconds on the clock. They always struggle. There could be a kill as it goes over. That was the only way to win the round. One bullet had to connect, Chad. It doesn't come through. And Fnatic now will have Flusher left in the 2 versus 1 clutch. Certainly has a chance to win it. He's got to find Electronic first. He still holds close towards those mid doors. Now, who will make a footstep first? Does anyone blink? Flush up, holding it together.
It's not planted for Electronic here.
Gets the information for free on BOOMbl4's jiggle. Ooh, dinky do. Electronic's flanking you. That should be it. Not quite. Flusher has another chance, but Electronic converts a triple from him as he finds 7 for a ballsy angle from JW, and it costs him a great deal of his health. He stands his ground. This is scary. He has to find one. He doesn't, and Fnatic, they're running out of options in our 12th round here. Perfect NaVi take.
This is insane, right? With early, they still went with their long plays to make it look like this is business as usual. We're going to keep doing our main stuff. But then they transitioned first gun round into a B pounce. They did mid to B splits. They've been doing plays through cat. They basically have avoided long for the longest stretch. And now they're back at it. And we could see that there wasn't those 3 players from Fnatic prepared towards long. And they're being hunted like absolute dogs here. BOOMbl4 is going to keep on pushing through.
Ace?
Yeah, he's had enough, hasn't he? The final play comes through, and that's absolutely massive from BOOMbl4 there. 5 kills in total. Flamey, I suppose, technically the secondary AWP of this squad. He'll be using it in towards B tunnels and goes back at the worst possible time.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take that fight with his AWP. Could have been overwhelmed had there been multiple CTs going aggressive. You can see why he was a little hesitant, but look at Electronic's position. My goodness, JW. If he could just see an extra centimeter, he could exploit. Oh, he's panicking. He's panicking. I'm panicking. He's wiggling his mouse. And oh my God, there's so many Navi players. Oh, Simple catches him with the no-scope. God, that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, he pulled it. Looked like he pulled
the
the has been
silencer
spotted.
on.
The
Yeah.
same approach they had before. Has he got the long-range spray in him this time? Certainly does. How is he not down yet? Finally, he'll be punished here. And Brolan, he actually does a very good job of pushing them back in towards A. So it's the same approach that worked out so well for them before. This time, Boom is detected by Golden, and they've got the man advantage. Flusher pushing up towards T-spawn. It's going to allow them to get up towards Shore here, and they're trying to pounce on the fact that no one should be in towards A. Flusher looking for a kill towards top of middle. That's a guaranteed kill. Simple goes down.
This is big from Fnatic, and there should be absolutely no way the Navi back in.
I like this drop.
Yeah, that looks really promising, and he's got a gap in it even more so. He exploits, he wants more. Flusher fights him, and it's actually going to be Flusher prevailing only for the first. Flamey trades now into a 1v1.
JW with the AWP.
Winnable, absolutely winnable, but it does seem like Flamey could be caught in transition. AWP connects, and that's Fnatic finding a necessary fifth. Consider full magazine of bullets from Crims invested towards the smoke. He's got more where that came from, though, and he's actually opted for this somewhat of a less checked.
This was overlooked against Big, but this time round it won't be. They thought better of it. They won't be fooled twice.
Yeah, well, the AWP now in a lot of trouble. JW doesn't get the play on the cross. They have been good at denying the plants of the HEs, but still, the bomb is going to go down here. 5 on 4. No kits available here, boys. And the FAMASs and MP9s are going to have to step up. JW stuck in a very compromised position there with the sniper rifle. Needs the backup from his teammates. The edge is closer to the bomb site here. Flashes come through, but another smoke goes down. His vision is limited, to say the very least.
Yeah, he'll be playing around that smoke. He could punish Perfecto here, and actually does find one. A chance for Fnatic. Electronic, Flamey. JW's hit another one. Flamey's not in a position to stop the defuse. He can't touch it, and Fnatic will. He got off it. This gets a bit awkward. Bronze defusing. There is a chance. It's so minimal, but yes, Fnatic will find 6 right down to the wire, appropriately with the defuse. 9-6 on Dust 2.
Now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we on the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come
shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all trying to sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only it's closed. 'Cause you want a lie of silver for your own. Don't take liars when the soup between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Savage, you've been distracted, your best my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Every day I wonder when I'm gonna peak at, and that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Shots on the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting the blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, now everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Embrace your destiny.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back from the break. If you missed it, it was a 9-6 first half with Fnatic surging late with a couple of gnarly retakes over towards that A bomb site, setting ourselves up for what is hopefully going to be an action-packed second half. And also, well, if you haven't been keeping your eyes on the action, Complexity just took down North, which means the Danes, they're out of contention for stage 2. Complexity's fate hangs in the balance
So
now.
a big 2-0 for those boys over there. And there's one other game going on as well, I believe, right?
FaZe versus Big, and it was a 13-2 T side from FaZe on Inferno here. They will be kicking off that second half momentarily.
13-2.
If this game holds, the NaVi versus Fnatic one, and it is a 2-0 converted by NaVi, that leaves us with NaVi and Fnatic both qualifying, and then whoever wins out of Big and FaZe will be picking up the remainder of the spot. But
The play-in.
it will be determining positions differently, right? If Big beat FaZe and NaVi beat Fnatic, Big will actually be in first place with the group. So, look, still lots to play for. Still lots of positions that are going to be moving around here.
Jesus.
And just a gentle nudge as well, every series does earn you 5,000 euros. I feel like that's a nice little bonus as well to throw into the mix for the teams that can't qualify.
It's just crazy to me. I mean, this is our last day of Group A and B, and the seedings, the positionings on that table, they're just going to be decided at the 11th hour. We really will not know who is going to be secure in this group until that final game is concluded.
It's great when we've come into the day of a round robin and everybody had everything to play for. Normally when we'd come into these situations, things are either a little bit more clear cut or, you know, some teams have it as what we would call in Australia a dead rubber. However, in this situation here, everybody just needed the W's.
Pursuing the W. It's one of the prettier letters of the alphabet. Not as cool as an M, of course, or an A, C, H, I, N, and an E. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It does look like we're waiting about another 30 seconds if you're wondering why the game has not started. Players are allowed to take breaks too. I know you're hydrated, but perhaps they are not. Be sure to drink 2 liters of water a day. Guys, have you drunk 2 liters today, Henry?
Definitely not.
Where are you at? The 500 mils?
500 mil in about 10 seconds. So,
Yeah, got one of those in me, it's about it.
Okay, 1.5 to go. Yeah, that's not too bad. And it looks like we are ready to go with what could be the last half of this series. I don't know why, but I do seem to be lacking belief in Fnatic, which is not common.
Yeah, me too. I kind of feel like this is going to 3 maps. Fnatic getting it together towards the last few rounds there. I don't know. It feels like they're onto something. The T side for Navi not as impressive. They've obviously done their homework. The Fnatic side still not winning a lot of the key duels. That's always going to be a strong string to the Navi bow. But here we go then. Fnatic making their long assault known. A couple of smokes to the crossover. BOOMbl4 to defend. And he's got the USP ready and waiting for the first pick. No real damage inflicted just yet. 1 bullet wings JW down to 87. Smokes can still be deployed though to get the first player in towards the pit.
They can line up the crossover smokes from the pit position with a jump smoke and then one on the corner in tandem. And, well, it looks like that's exactly what they want to do, as they're having multiple members now walking up close and personal. The smokes to cover the cross.
And off we go. BOOMbl4 drops off the site. He actually chooses to push through the smoke and perfectly timed with a flashbang. His bullets just weren't there though. Does do good damage, and that was flusher with the bomb, so that's going to be a bit of a spanner in the works of this assault. Now gets himself across just before the smokes fade. God, there are so many moving pieces of this round so far. Already now descending into the first blood situation. That was when the bomb went down. Now starting to see Crim's claw one back. A Desert Eagle on the pistol round, no less. And he's managed to connect with one.
Well, there it is. Fnatic with the long take, giving Navi a taste of their own medicine, perhaps, as we'll see 9-7 come through. Very convincing towards the end. Some retake frags found by Navi, but didn't really get close to the bomb. Will they force buy in the second, though? You see a lot of CT teams bring on those double scouts like Fnatic did in the first half. And there's the first flame will purchase his. Symple almost certainly going to join in as well, as we'll see that come through. So, 5-7 scouts and a deagle. A chance to answer back here. MP5 for Flusher. He really does use all the weaponry.
He does, and I want to check in at the end of the series to see his tally. Simple's in trouble. I don't know how he's going to get out of this one. He's not scared of blowing tons because they're leaping out of upper. Hang on a sec. Yeah, this seems a little awkward now. They've already lost 2 players on their assault towards B. They're going to go for this retake, even though there's only scouts in play. That is going to be an effective team Molotov. Oh, Flamey through the smoke. Flusher's going to be slamming his fist into the desk after that one.
They have no utility left after that smoke at the doors. Of course, no kits available, but you might as well throw in the kitchen sink at this point. Smoke towards the tunnel coming in from Electronics. Actually, the flash. First kill is going to be effective, and the second. The flash not affecting Crims whatsoever. He's held the door valiantly here. Looks like we might be done. Electronic left in a 1 versus 1. Needs the 1D right here, right now. Not going to find it. Scout will be pulled. Hasn't got time to defuse anymore, and it's a 4-on-2 conversion for Fnatic. After losing so many key frags there, they managed to stick the landing.
Nice work.
Just, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it looked very promising for Navi when I saw this shot from Flamey. Not the first, but the second equally as ridiculous. Boop.
Yeah, Crim's did a great job. Just before the flashbang comes in, you see that flash not super effective for the position he was holding, spraying them down like a lil. Electronic with the tag on the scout. Not quite enough to finish things off here.
It's the Fnatic B.
HEs toward long, and it's the B rush again. Just keep it coming, you're right. Just B after B after B. That's what we saw from Fnatic. Navi likes to go long. Fnatic like the closer range encounters.
The jumping MAC-10 seemed to be a bit of a friend of theirs, as Flusher will get one with the aforementioned weapon. Dodging some deagle bullets through the corner of the wall, and he will probably stay alive. With that retake from Navi in the previous, look, this is splitting hairs. Obviously, that was quite a difficult round to be winning regardless, but okay. This is so expensive. They're obviously not going to win the round, but the fact that they've gotten another 3 kills on a partial investment here is just wild. Bro, save the Krieg. What are you doing? Save the Krieg.
He's giving it to Brolan. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Express delivery. BOOMbl4 services. Your Krieg, sir.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to the Brawler, that's for sure. And here it comes. Simple. Some wild shots. Not quite enough.
I was going to say with that retake, I don't know what you think, Henry, but doors were smoked and they sent multiple players through window. But with the flash that Electronic threw, it was better if they had actually all come through the door smoke, because it was the left-hand side. It wasn't flashing for window players. It was flashing for people coming through the doors.
Yeah, you're right. Dead on. Definitely there's some different approaches that could have been taken. Simple. That's not a bad one, to be fair. I like that. Flamey chimes in with a frag of his own. They've really boosted the B defense now. You can see them adjusting the gameplay. Brolan's still there with the Krieg towards middle. 3 of those weapons reside on the map right now. Nothing for the CTs in that department, though. Simple with the AWP. 16 kills to his name. Still happy to challenge towards middle as the first flashbang comes through. boost up here for Crims. Jumps up for information. Doesn't land any damage. Could run boost someone across, I suppose. At this point, you're just desperate to find anything. Flashbangs will come through. Smokes as well. Molotovs to boots. Electronic just needs one kill to guarantee this round. But Brolan's actually got through.
He's done well.
He's done very well.
Oh, okay. Spray's decent, and Boomich is going to have to do a whole lot more now. He's gone, forced to watch as Electronic will not even get one. Fnatic, this is twice now they've gotten away with this. And Brolan gets another. 3 kills from the man, the hero of the previous round as well.
A 5-on-3 this one was, and JW and Brolan send them packing. And it's going to be Brolan jumping down towards spawn. They had no idea of it. They took their eye off the ball for a second. This was the moment, not the cleanest of sprays. As soon as that bullet connects, he's onto something there. And Simple coming for the smoke with the AWP on his back as well. A rough round for NaVi to concede after getting those first 2 picks. It was looking like at this point, maybe they get the bomb down. That would be something to talk about. But they actually end up winning the round. Insane scenes.
Only Fnatic. Crossing will become more difficult with those creeks spraying down the doors, and it is only going to chip away at Perfecto. You can see the patience from Simple. He waited until the last second before going across to avoid the chip damage. Flamey, what do you really want to take this fight? Oh, yes, he does! Just beheads Golden. He wants to win this round single-handedly, and he wants some more. What are you up to? Flamey, just so aggressive. He wants to get the information. He's now called that 2 members of Fnatic are where he did find the first.
Yeah, living up to his name there by jumping in towards the Molotov, hoping he could cause a bit more damage there with the Desert Eagle. Found the bomb, in fact, but the 4-on-4 doesn't do much for them. Nice shot, though. Flash towards middle to send the teammates through. I assume that's Brolan. Indeed it is, but a smoke in return. Thinks better of it. Doesn't want to be too segregated from his teammates and give up that Krieg. He knows what the likes of Simple and Electronic could do with it.
Looks like it's going to be the B finish with the bomb just going through T-spawn now and heading on into the backyard to reconvene with his teammates. They've left one member over towards T-spawn just to cover off the pushes. And this means that Perfecto, he needs to come up huge here because they're about to have 3 angry, make that 4 T's busting onto the B bomb site.
Okay, Perfecto. 1, please. Make it clean. Not the cleanest, but gets it, thanks to the flashbangs. Will get caught. Simple did not choose to peek, and now he does. That's the bomb carrier. Electronics found another one. Surely not. They've done it again.
And he knows it's JW left as well. He's giving him nothing. He's whittling down that clock. JW gives it up to the fact he's alone towards the tunnels, and it is going to be some cracking deagle headshots there, and the discipline from Simple as well displayed there, Chad. You've got to be respecting that one.
Some people might say he was baiting Perfecto,
Yeah, I'm fine with
if
that.
he's going to win the round for them like that, then it's fine. You know, you have to look at the context of the scenario.
Like, I'd rather him be baiting Perfecto. Perfecto gets a kill.
Yeah.
One League follows up as well, and they know exactly who's left, and JW can't do anything about it. That's absolutely fine. It was a must-win round, really. Things started to spiral on the second half for them, and this is the shot that wins the round for them. Jumping up, 1 bullet, straight to the face of Crims. Good night, sweet prince. As we get into round number 21, Money actually falling apart on the T side. Mac 10 coming out. It's actually still pretty strong by overall, but we'll see whether this Mac 10 can do anything. It's the AWP certainly can. Flaming down to 14.
You can see his reaction like, really? You hit that? Disbelief.
I guess that's redemption for Navi after losing what should have been an unlosable scenario with that 5-on-3 just in the previous. So this one here,
Fair.
really just both teams' fate kind of hangs in the balance right now. This shove by Fnatic, we'll see them bottom out with their economy, whereas Navi being on the CT side where things are a little bit more expensive will have to make some very tough economical decisions going into what will be round number 22 if they are to lose here. We can see 4 members setting up catwalk, most likely going to be an A execute. This Mac 10 going to be leading the charge. This would be one of the scenarios where you would want Golden to be dropping down towards CT spawn. What's a fake?
What's the reaction from Navi then? Throwing out their own utility. And they're going to try and get themselves across this smoke. They're going towards A after all. Golden does catch the first. Simple realizing that he's going to be a little hot and bothered. Wants to support long now. And Crims is already there. Tucked in on the blue, but in a Simple hunts. There's another one that can come out. It's Flusher waiting in the wings. Perfect execution. This should be Fnatic's 11th, and they've played it to perfection.
They've done a very good job. It's the T side of Fnatic that's looking impressive here, stretching their legs out to find the 11th round with 4 players surviving as well. Perfecto saves the Krieg. Flame with that AK-47. They can't hold on. They're getting pulled apart on the map here.
Uh-oh. Not sure Flamey gets to keep hold of his weapon here.
Yeah, it looks like Flush is checking every nook and cranny.
It's very important for him to stay alive. Look how much money he has. 4,300 in the back pocket, which means he can definitely drop a gun over in the following. Same for Perfecto. If these two can survive, that means they can have a full buy, because the money right now for Electronic is 3,350. With the loss bonus he'll be getting right now, he'll be able to buy as well. And luckily for Navi, the hunt was only Flusher, and Flamey did a good job of standing tall there. That was actually extremely important.
For the grand scheme of things, this is a great shot from Crims, and then the fact that he's tucked in enough for Flusher to catch the simple hunt. Lovely way to find the necessary frags.
Yeah, you're dead on there.
Test Tube Baba letting us know that Electronic is a different beast on Dust 2, and it is the impact he's having is something else, especially on that T side with the Kriegs. It tends to be slightly more quiet on that CT side.
Bigger making a bit of a comeback right now on Inferno after losing the first half 13-2. They've brought it back 13-8, and that's with a streak of 6 rounds on their T side. So things are looking good for the Germans.
Could 2-0 still.
Definitely
somehow.
possible.
God,
That's insane. They've got 6-0 on the T side of Inferno. It doesn't look like they're about to pick up that next round, but either way, we will continue here as it's still a 5-on-5 in this particular round. Number 22, Flamey, post up with the AK-47. Krieg's available. See whether they can actually start posting consecutive rounds here in the second half. Spray towards middle, trying to bait Flamey in. It's taking all this aggro away, but still the AWP is there. A little bit too wide on the swing, I'm afraid. The B-split will coming through. Molotov lands in the smoke. One player at the very back is surely Perfecto. He hasn't performed up to a massive level so far. In EPL, the lowest rated player in the entire tournament, and now isolated at the back of B. Krieg in hand, though. If they split him, though, he's in a lot of trouble. He's got no backup. No one's rotating towards him. They're not sure what's going to happen. It will be down to his individual performance if he can hold them off. The anchor at the B-bomb side ready and waiting.
This position he is in, though, is the only position in Simon Gaming where I saw him do a lot of work. So let's see if he can have some of that magic.
Yeah, there's the start and a double kill. You know what? I consider that pretty damn magical.
That will do. It's enough.
Does get the bomb down for Fnatic.
Top middle, though. Crims has got a player behind him. Doesn't know? Apparently not. Down he goes now. JW, the AWP player, might have to fight for an early frag. This is huge. Molotov available. Flashbang as well. They've got kits on the CT side. JW tucks himself in towards tunnels. They know it's the sniper now, so they're making their way up tentatively, hoping that he doesn't peek.
Is he going all the way around? No, he just doesn't have, like...
There's that molly. Oh, they're going to use it early.
He's got full vision of the bomb once he swings out. First kill, surely going to be his. They run into the crosshair. Now they know exactly where he is positioned. Flash is coming through. JW has to spot him. And he's actually got the round, Simple, I believe. He's coming right down to the
So
ground.
close.
So close. I think he's got a... There it is. Milliseconds within it to spare, but JW can't fend them off. Great first shot towards window, but it wasn't quite enough there. 11-11, and the money with the bomb down. Still okay for Fnatic. 2 players there with $2,000. That's Crims and Brolan. So might want to take the partial buy here. Let Navi just build up their own cash. We could go for 3 rifles and 2 pistols. Not the worst setup in the world, to be honest with you. Lovely shot there towards BOOMbl4. Wasn't quite enough, though. Simple takes him down. The double flashbang, he thought it might be enough, but no. So they have gone for this setup. 3 rifles, 1 scout as well. No damage on the cross. Pretty good utility. They're not focusing towards B as much right now, but there are 3 players towards the tunnels at this stage. Perfecto, 2 big frags in the last previous round. We'll see whether he can keep it up this time with the M4.
Very interesting approach from Fnatic here, not to go for the regular default spread. They're doing all of their work through the lower tunnels, and they're about to have some action on Catwalk as BOOMbl4 gets ahead of that flash. On top of land as well. Fnatic push forward. Brolan, he's given away the opening here.
Good reaction. It feels like something Navi do incredibly well is those team reactionary flashes. They very quickly communicate, I can flash for you, and then do so. Typically with a very strong reaction from the individual that's in the hot water. That works well. Mid doors and a CT smoke. Now, see whether or not they choose to commit off this one. With 45 seconds, there's no need. You can see Simple jumping to try and get the information for free, safely jumping over the precipice of the smoke. But now B. Flamey's holding a very open angle.
Oh, this is a ratty setup here. You've got Flamey in the open, ready and waiting, just putting Perfecto in the cubby hole here. Nice incendiary as well. It's looking so good. That's what you need to do to shut them down here. Crims will probably pull another one back.
Nice.
Flamey could have fallen back off that position, to be honest with you, but opted for the fight, and now this round is still up for debate. 15 seconds remaining. The bomb will be planted, and JW, do they check his position? They probably seem to think so. It's the AWP on the repeat, though. He knows it. Simple's in trouble here, but he nails the shot down to the 2 versus 1, and his teammate will be joining him. Crims, the clutch master.
Has to fight.
Has to fight this one. 30 HP, looking for one versus 1.
Oh, the spray was there. BOOMbl4 very quick to react. To remind you, he doesn't have a scope. That's a very hard shot to hit, and he reacts perfectly. We will see Navi find 12.
Some other analysts out there might say that's a bad 1v1 because he, sorry, 1v2 because he decided to fight. Those people would be wrong. In that kind of scenario, and in most kind of scenarios where they know where you are and you have no idea where they can possibly be coming from, you kind of want to equal it up, right?
Yeah.
So then they play into you. So
otherwise, you're sitting back on low HP, waiting for them to flash you and come in together and give you 2 targets. They're not going to come in one by one. You need to create the 1v1.
People might say, you know, the B bomb site that you can defend it, but he didn't know where that second player was coming from, right? So if he gets pincered from tunnels and dark at the same time, considering he was open, didn't know if he could cross back through the doors, there were so many, you know, variables in Crim's mind that he couldn't keep track of in that moment.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you have to sometimes go a little bit aggressive in those situations.
Well, speaking of aggressive, 4 members of Fnatic charging into Electronic, and he is just laughing it off. A quick chuckle, but a little abrasive from Golden. He will make things more difficult, does put a weapon in the Fnatic camp, and Golden does stealthily manage to retrieve it. I'm going to try and get the CTs hot and bothered on A. That's simple AWPing towards the A ramp. JW going to be checked by Flamey here, and wow, just a slither for his sights. And now Golden tap, tap, tap in on Heaven's door and at Simple's head, but he hasn't. Whoop! Now he's dead.
There's a chance this falls apart if you get a little too cavalier in this situation. Golden looks like he's up for it as well. Trying to get that bomb planted. That's his main objective. Goes for the fake. And it will be taken down. It's going to be Navi looking to find that 2-0. Money and loss bonus looking okay here for Fnatic.
Oh my God.
What's happening, Chad?
Over on the, well, only other game we have happening right now, FaZe versus Big. Big continue this comeback. The scoreline is currently 14-10 in FaZe's favor, but FaZe had a 13-2 T side. They're giving this up in spectacular fashion right now.
Unprecedented.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Both teams with potentially double-digit T-sides on Inferno.
At the London Major, we had a 32 scoreline between Liquid and Astralis taking to overtime. That's the last one I can recall, if I'm digging into the archives.
Yeah, hello. I didn't know your brain worked like that.
Yeah.
Henry Greer, ladies and gentlemen.
As well, it seems.
Sleep is amazing.
Yeah.
Can't recommend it enough. 2 liters a day, 8 hours a day. I'll let you work out which one's which.
Oh, the second smoke missed.
Yeah, they might not be aware of it as well. They're not sure how large that gap could be. And here comes a flashbang. Does Flamey want to push upon it? Yes, he does. Run boost across. That's nice. So they are aware of the gap in the smoke. You can see them trying to punish that fact. Flamey still at the calm position now. This is a big kill. Flamey just about gets it here. 2 from Flamey, 1 versus 1. Perfecto brought into this team to be the clutch player, but he's the B anchor as well. So he'll have to go way around the map towards long.
Flusher is a brainiac, though. What's his thought process here?
The Krieg is perfect for this.
Not when Flusher is tucking himself in, though. He has no idea as to where he could be positioned. He chooses Gandalf. There's an incendiary available, but you're not going to throw in that position. You're throwing towards short and touching the bomb, if anything.
Oh, he's second-guessing himself.
So this is what Blade was talking about. These big moments, a lot of pressure. Can he hold his nerve? Gives it up. He's got the incendiary, remember. He's going to have to use that. Flush will swing on it, though. He won't respect it. And it's going to be a big kill. That's nice work from Perfecto. And it's all down to the incendiary. He has got the defuse there. That's no problem at all. And as soon as Flusher gave up his spot, threw the incendiary down. Like I said, Flusher was never going to respect that. He was never going to try and get away. He was always going to fight within it. And Brolan, or Perfecto, I should say, just about finds enough as Brolan that opened things up towards long with a nice double kill. Wasn't quite enough, though, the gap in the smokes.
Look at this jump after throwing it. Just wants to check if he's swinging wide and to gauge how far he is swinging. Helps him find his aim. Very nice thinking, little in nuance to the game.
FaZe have actually made 15 over here, so it does look like map number 3 will be on the cards between Big and FaZe, and that's going to, if this game here holds and continues to go in this direction, we'll be deciding everything. So, I assume we'll be flicking on over to that one after we've done all of the bits and pieces we have to. First of all, we have to get to the conclusion of this match. Fnatic have gone all in. Well, not all in. They've gone for a buy with a lot of utility. And
It doesn't
just a
look
couple
bad,
of pistols.
does it?
It's pretty scary looking if they can get some territory.
Yeah. Big if. JW has, of course, made an additional sacrifice to keep the AWPing funds plentiful. He's going to be using the bomb as his Kevlar vest. We'll see how far that gets him. So, one member responsible for the B tons. They're going to gather their forces towards A, but still so much time. Fnatic, it might be a bit of a smoke and mirrors type situation, Henry.
It could be. They have just got Flusher on this B side of the map, putting through the dribble smoke to suggest we might burst through this any second now. He's throwing flashes through the skylights as well. Of the B bomb side, try to pull players over, keep them there. There is a chance it works out. No one's an A whatsoever right now. Not even watching the cross. We've got Electronic deep down towards long. This will be a retake setup. Pretty much towards the long doors, so they are going to have to wait. So the bomb will go down here, like almost certainly.
And that's a start. Oh, Brolan's dropped down. And on the other end of the smoke, he should be able to catch Perfecto as it fades. BOOMbl4 has done well to take the long thread down. But just as this smoke fades, Perfecto's waiting for it as well. But Brolan's very effective with his CZ. Fnatic, a must win. Will this be 15?
No. How has he done that? It's not possible, Jad.
That is ridiculous.
Shouldn't be a thing. There's no way. CZ for Flusher, though. Still a chance here. Drops down. Close range is where it thrives and is going to be his last chance. It's a 4 versus 1 bomb to be defused here, I'm afraid. There was a moment there. There was a moment.
Brolan after getting that kill, if he survives delays, gets maybe another kill there, that round is completely winnable. But I love the approach from Navi, knowing that things aren't looking too fantastic in the camp there of Fnatic's economy.
Get out of the server. Get out of there.
And then he changes over to the M4 because he's a wise little man, isn't he?
And gets kills.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a glory hunter with the AWP. It's just a weapon he finds. He says it's the easiest weapon in the game.
I guess Valve agree because that's why the kill reward's only $100 per kill.
Yeah, and they've even managed to slow you down now. Admittedly, it was a bug. It was a bug. The acceleration you got after firing an AWP shot, they've toned that down. People were getting real, like their knickers in a twist on Twitter after that, but I haven't really noticed it myself.
No, it wasn't as big of a deal, I think, as it was portrayed to be, perhaps. Seems like everyone's absolutely fine still.
Yeah,
Still
to be
seeing
fair,
massive moments.
That's kind of what social media is designed for. Just get your complaints out there instead of just barraging your friends with them when you see them. Just shout into the void instead.
We will be going to a third there with Big and Force. Just have the official wording as JW. He's going to hit a banger of a shot there.
Just completely rips the boost off. He knows there's another short, or it was. Look at Electronic just hightailing it back into the side. BOOMbl4 is going to push on this. He catches Crims completely unawares. You do not see Crims caught out often.
That's so annoying. You just when you think you're safe, the smoke is down. BOOMbl4 here's the reload and the nade's drawn. That's going to do a lot of damage. All the follow-up bullets do the same. So the Electronic now on himself, managing to get the flashbang deployed, but I don't think he can do much more. There's so many players in front of him. The M4 flames about as well. It looks like it's not a Fnatic round on the board here.
Yeah, it should be. Could be, but bomb dropped. Brolan has to retrieve it. He's in the open. Oh, and he can't get across. Electronic constantly just messes with the equilibrium. Just when we think we have balance, everything is good as it should be. Fnatic closing the gap, but now Electronic has made it so awkward. Flusher, he thrives with it within awkward. He manufactures awkward. He sells it to all the teams in Counter-Strike, and now he's got to try and win this to stop the series loss.
Oh, he's gone for the high IQ play here.
15
Instead of
seconds,
rushing,
dude.
He can't
Wait,
really
he has to go B. What's he doing? He has
He's
to go
walking.
B. Flusher!
9,
can't plant now.
8, 7.
He can't plant.
So, wait a second. 3, 2, and okay.